again. They've got this chrono and they want to drop it on someone good, but unfortunately their targets are limited right now. Kuman jumping straight into the front lines. They will see Ekenar, and he's going to get slapped apart by the Faceless Void. And meanwhile, Empire just making themselves scarce once again. But this could be Roshan. Yeah, Kuman. He's not messing around. Straight in there. What do you think of this Roche attempt?
It should be good. They don't have the teamfight capabilities on Empire, and there's a chrono up. So he can literally just drop a chrono on this Roche and take the Aegis and get out if he wants to. So it doesn't really matter. The Storm's going to try and zip in and steal this. But he might be
scary.
in for...
Ice Path is down. Yep. Jumps in. Roshan is dead. No one's actually picked up the Aegis yet. It's still on the floor as the Storm tries to take it, but is unable to do so. And finally, Kuman grabs it. That Aegis, I mean, it almost expired, I'm pretty sure, on the floor there. I'm just kidding, but Lightless is actually in a lot of trouble here. His mana is gone, his life along with it. Oh my goodness, that was not the play they were looking for right there.
Nope. You can't do that, especially against the Faceless Void who's got a Manta style. He tried to go for the cheeky, Orchid, so he can Chrono, steal the Aegis, but you couldn't find the Aegis, and if the Void wanted, he could have just popped the Manta and Chrono on top of the Rosh.
Dude, he was chill, this Void, man. He was so chill. Yeah. He was just like, yeah, no worries. We're just gonna murder the murder the support, murder the Storm, pick it up. Yeah,
that's so good. Inside there, the Rubik and the Storm just feeding themselves away, trying to go for the Aegis.
Yeah, it was the Ice Path into the Echo Stomp, which locked him down, and then there was a lucky time lock in there as well, which just really kind of stopped him getting up anything. Oh dear, there's Pugna. Oh, the Chrono comes in to save the day. Never mind, Kuman arrives just in time. Blizzy gonna stick his head into this one as well, but the BKB popped from the Stroll, trying to finish the job, but he did get decrepitfied beforehand, meaning he cannot finish the kill. Lightless though, he goes in deep. They're really trying hard for this Pugna, and they will be able to get it. Now, can they get themselves away? Kuman, he's trying to do something, jumping himself forward. Smiling Knight on the run. Actually thinking to turn this one around. I don't know about that one, Chief. There is an Aegis in the hands of that Void. Void, though, is going to get rooted up right now. Troll Warlord getting toasted by Slayer. Once again, the Ice Path comes down along with the Macropire. They will finish off the Void, at least on the sidelines here. They have already traded once. Mind Knight still trying to run himself away as Yields comes down on him, but the Void comes over, and they will be able to finish off the Troll Warlord right here. Meanwhile, James, he's hanging in the back lines. He's going to get bashed. No, he's good.
Oh,
see you later,
he's
boys.
out. Okay,
peace out.
This is big, all right? There's one very big win for Empire that just occurred, right? One is they got the Aegis.
Yep.
The really big one is the Rubik has Ice Path now.
That's two, sir, but
max passive. Okay? So this Rubik Ice Path and the fact that he lived is going to be the factor why they are going to win the next fight on Empire.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I can see it. This could be a big game changer. You really think it's like that important that you can actually excuse one or two deaths for it?
Yes, like this Ice Path has to be. This is so huge. As long as he doesn't die in the fight, the Pangolier though on the side of Cyber Legacy, this is his main target. He has to kill this Rubik. He has to find him. He has to get a way to take him out, or these Ice Paths are going to keep on coming out. To every single clash is going to destroy them. The other option for Cyber Legacy is they can just wait until it runs out and then take a fight and try not to give Ice Path away, because this spell is just absolutely busted in the hands of Rubik.
Catching out this Might Knight, but it doesn't matter. They still kill off Lightless. And, well, Kuma's trying to leave. But the Ice Path catches him again from James. That low cast time really helping out as I look in towards the Faceless Void. Faceless on the run. He's in some trouble, though, getting chopped up. So he tries to fight up into James. Mastery trying to take him down, but the Faceless Void will be killed off. And that is a full team wipe for Team Empire. My goodness.
Dire structures are fortified.
It's insane. It did absolute work, and would just like to quickly apologize for the technical issues which happened on the stream. I think we need a quick recap of the team fight, if you could, Steven. Oh, hold on one second. Apparently they can't hear you either. You need to reconnect. So I'm just checking message. But basically, guys, what happened was just before everything broke, we had a full 5-man team wipe from the side of Team Empire. I mean, this ice path was absolutely critical. It locked down all the key heroes in the right moments. The Faceless Void did come in, get a chrono, kill off I think the Storm in the back. Yeah, he killed off the Storm in the backlines with a double damage, but it still wasn't enough. And they cancelled his TP with the ice path, but they're able to eventually get themselves all the kills.
Are we good now?
Yeah, we're all up and running. I hope you're up and running.
All right, I can see myself. I just want to make sure that. All right, cool. All right, so the Rubik's Ice Path actually ran out now, so there is an opportunity for Cyber Legacy to smoke up, make a play. They do have the fighting capabilities still. I hope they don't feel deflated after losing that last clash. Yeah. But the Rubik, his job is to try and get that Ice Path one more time, because without that spell, he's not going to be able to accomplish a whole lot in the fights, and it's very, very key for these engagements.
Yeah, and Smiling Knight actually has this Bissell Blade finished off on a Troll Warlord now, so that's a big timing for him. Bissell Blade into Faceless Void feels amazing sometimes. If you catch him before he gets off that Time Walk, or even if you can catch him in Chrono, very rare but possible. It's a really big deal. And not just him, but the Pugner as well. You know, you can stop him getting up to crap fires and all this good stuff. And just start on Troll. I love this item because it just allows you to start getting off the right clicks to build up those further stacks, which are very important.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just such a good item at manning up as well, right, against the Faceless Void. Because he's got Bash, and if he fights you, and if you don't have Bash, then he's going to hit you, and you're going to stop attacking. So overall, it's just so good. Oh, what did he get? Oh, a Dual Breath. Yeah. Not what he's looking for.
No, James knows what he's looking for this game, but unfortunately, it's not going to be given away that easily.
Oh yeah, it's so hard, man, as a Jakiro to like not give away Ice Path, because you want to be useful in the fights as well, but you got to do it. It's just as big as giving away Black Hole.
Yeah,
you just can't.
Cyber Legacy, they are holding back right now. They are holding this line here. Blizzy placed on the front to try and pop any smokes coming in from Empire, which did work actually. As they popped the smoke of Empire, and Empire just kind of hang out on this side. And there's kind of like a line drawn down the middle of this map. And Empire own the bottom half, whilst Cyber Legacy own the top half. But now Master and Ekanart trying to break the lines here and get themselves a bit of dewarding, get themselves a little bit of control back.
It's pretty good Empire move. Like, they're outmaneuvering by pushing in the mid and the bottom, so that Cyber Legacy have to react to this pressure, because they can't just walk to the high ground and start pulling up blasting or something, because at any point Storm can just TP back to the base and zip on in while the Troll's like pounding on the bottom tower. So they're just going to go back, they're going to give in to this, and this is going to give an opportunity for Empire to go out and deward the triangle area, so they can sit on this high ground and wait while waiting for the next Roshan, because that's the name of the game right now. Roshan. You got to get the Aegis, you got to get that cheese. You don't want to give it away to the Faceless Void. It'll be way too annoying to deal with if he does get that. He actually has an MKB now. This Void does damage, man. He does
He's not messing
damage.
around, is he?
Oh yeah, he's got that halberd, so he's got some nice evasion for himself. Can also click that onto the Troll Warlord, especially if Troll's like in range form or something. He'll get what's the active called again? Disarmed, right? It always slips my mind. Yeah, he's gonna get disarmed for like 5 seconds.
The thing which is on my mind right now, though, is definitely this Roshan, which is respawning in 5 seconds, and Empire are very much controlling this side of the map. I really feel like I want to see Cyber Legacy making some movements to get back some control here, and make sure they don't just get themselves completely blasted out.
So the reason why they're getting zoned out is because they're not controlling the mid lane. And the creeps are constantly pushing onto their side of the map on the side of Cyber Legacy, and it's making it very uncomfortable for them to go and clear those creeps with anyone. But they're gonna smoke up here. This Illusions is gonna hold the wave on this hill, and that's gonna help. Oh, they got the
Rules
Rubik.
onto the
Big
Rubik.
kill.
Yeah, big kill on the
big
back
kill.
lines. There goes that big lockdown puppy.
Yeah.
Now, what more can Cyber Legacy find? I mean, does this open up Roche alone for them? I don't think so, right?
Oh yeah.
It does?
You can
Wow.
at least you can even make them buy back the Rubik here, or you're gonna have to force them to buy back the Rubik. And then once you kill the Rubik again, there's so much lockdown that's gonna be missing from the side of Empire. Again, if the Rubik ever gets Ice Pad, he is the carry in the fights. He's 100% the carry, so he's a very important hero for you to constantly kill and take out of the clash.
Oh, and they go the immediate
wow.
Bissell Blade out onto the Pangolier here, trying to bring him down, but they're not actually doing a very good job of it. And now Toasted Void on the front lines, he signs up and has the Chrono Spear, drops it onto the Soul Spirit, but the swap comes in for revenge to save his life. Kuman trying to fight up though, regardless, but they've already killed off Lizzie in the back. Flying Knight trying to run through, look at Kuman right now. Kuman trying to run down Mastery, but Mastery's got their spider legs, getting himself away, and now the Void! What the hell? He just tears Lightless apart. And, well...
Buyback.
Yeah, they've forced it.
This-
Kuman trying to
this
get
is
himself
Russian
away.
Vampire.
Mastery cannot get over to him. Bigna, meanwhile, oh, nice TP in the sneaky spot. But now Roshan is well and truly open to the side of Empire. The question is, how quickly can they take it? And I think the answer is going to be fast enough. Slayer's trying to...
fast, yeah.
Ooh, Blink
They can't do
Jakiro.
anything without the Chrono. Like, they actually can't take this engagement in the Roshan field without the Chrono. That's why they bought back for this. Because they know that Void won't have Chrono. If they can even kill someone, that'll be nice. But instead, they're just going to get the Roshan kill, give it to Lightless. He's got no buyback.
Oh, no.
So, completely worth it. And Cheese on Troll, so that's good enough for him, right? He doesn't really need the Aegis, I guess. He's got that Cheese now. Especially with the
Yeah,
bench
that's
swap
okay.
that can save him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've got a lot. They've got a lot. They've put themselves into a winning position, Team Empire. They're now definitely ahead, even though it's a 6k gold advantage for Cyber Legacy. I'm still not expecting them to be making many moves in the next 5 minutes with this Aegis up on the Storm. Such a scary hero to have this Aegis on. And especially in this game as well. We mentioned a long time ago, many moons ago in the draft, about how they have Chrono, and that's about it to lock down this Storm Spirit. Maybe you can get him with a cheeky Rolling Thunder, something like that, but beyond that, it's very tricky for them to actually keep him locked down. And now with this Aegis, there's really no option. Storm Spirit is pretty much free as a bird.
He is, and you're just going to control up the map now, get some more farm. I just want to go back actually to the last fight. That was so weird how Blizzy just walked up that hill like that, blind, and the rest of his team wasn't even behind him. So
Yeah.
the troll just like went in with the Abyssal, took out a lot of his health, and then he like Rolling Thundered into the Chronosphere, which was also very awkward because now he's like sitting inside the Chrono while rolling, and then the troll just killed him from the back.
Yeah,
It
not
was-
the finest fight we've ever seen from
Yeah.
Blizzy, that's for sure. This guy, having a little bit of a moment, but I'm sure he'll get himself back together. Blizzy, mostly known as
just
a very
gotta
consistent
respect
player.
Opponent's high grounds when you don't have vision there. You really just can't be walking up those hills like that unless your entire team is ready for it, ready for any engagement that can break out. He was just so surprised that there was somebody there. That's why he actually did it.
Yeah, this is. I mean, that was a move which has put his team in this now very tricky situation.
For sure.
Also, are we going to talk? I don't know. I love this blink dagger on Jakiro. I just think it's cute. I think it's neat. I don't think there's much. To
he
talk about
wants
with
to
it,
have
but-
the follow-up to the Chrono, right?
Oh, they're going here onto the Troll Warlock. They want to try and bring him down before he can get at that cheese, but there is a lift coming down from the sidelines to try and bring down Kuman, but it doesn't make a difference. They get the kill all the same. Even the duel in the backline is trying to control up the Pugna, but it doesn't matter. It's like it's going to kill him off all the same. Now it's going to be a straight-up trade. The mid laner for the safe laner, but they're looking towards the Legion. Now Kuman is still feeling like an absolute champ in this fight, but he is getting pretty low here. Storm still feeling pretty free to go on who he wants, and who he wants is Blizzy right now. Targeting that Pangolier, but they're a little bit afraid to engage too hard. They have actually brought back on the Troll Warlords. They're trying to draw things out, get him over to this fight. Meanwhile, Kuman jumping forwards again here, looking for Reckon up, but in comes the Troll Warlord with the Abyssal Blade. Kuman needs to get himself out, but there's a crap reply. It saves him, and now the heal comes out from Magical as well.
Okay,
Gets caught
X-Path.
by the Ice Path, Lightness on top of him again with the double damage, but won't be able to get the kill. Cyber Legacy back themselves away. They hold the line here with a super impressive fight. And I think it just goes to show, you don't kill this Pugna, you don't kill anybody.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna keep on saving your team. And that fight was so insane. I don't know if they saw the bench somewhere else on the map or something, but they committed their Chrono onto that Troll Warlord. The Jakiro got that follow-up. all the damage being thrown on him, and he bought back because the Void used his chrono, and they thought maybe they can just go high ground because the chrono was on cooldown, but they couldn't get any kills. Like you said, the Pugna is just gonna constantly save his allies. And on the side of Empire, they must be hitting themselves because this Venge, she was not near that troll, ready to swap him out. Just like a full 2 screens away during that engagement.
Yeah, he was not where he was needed. That's for sure. Yeah. That is.
It's kind of scary now because the troll doesn't have buyback. If he dies again, he's out of the game for like 110 seconds.
It's very scary. It could be game if that happens.
But he's so confident still. Look at him. They don't care. Empire, he's
a smiling knight. There's no chrono. He's here. Meanwhile, they get actually the duel off onto the Void here. They're committing hard onto Kuman, but that's just not happening. Well, then comes the smiling knight trying to find the face's Void, but Kuman's just turning around and fighting into him here. Go Warlord here with that BKB. Now Papa G's actually gets bashed up by Blizzy. He needs to get off his ulti here. If he doesn't, he's in real trouble. Does manage to pull it off, but he's disarmed, so he's not really doing much. Let's break through it now, trying to take down the Void. These two just fighting up in the middle, both so low. The heals in from the Pugna, keeping him alive, and Mastery and Smiling Knight are both dead. 115 seconds on the sidelines for the troll. Oh no. I mean, that was a hilarious fight. What's he typing?
Miss. I think he's like mad because the Void kept on evading all the attacks or something. Because of the halberd.
Oh man, the ult chat, dude, that was insane. I mean, damn. I love the way this fight was just breaking out. Everyone's playing their own game, and then the troll and the Void are just in the middle, just smacking each other. They're just smacking each other. Their hands off the keyboard, just, all right, let's go. Let's go. You and me, buddy. Mono eat mono. Shirts off, pants down. Just going out in the middle of the fight as everyone else did their own thing around. Meanwhile, James trying to run himself away. Might just get ticked off by the... yeah, he's out.
Man, damage.
4 heroes dead.
Empire have forgotten how to play or execute these fights. They gotta get the Pugna.
You gotta get the Pugna.
You got... Like, they knew how to do that in the early mid-game, but now it's the late game, and they're thinking too much about the Faces Void. They're thinking too much about the Cyber Legacy frontline heroes that are like, hey, hit me, guys. Don't worry about our Pugna. He doesn't do anything. Just go on me. And then that's what's happening in these fights. They're not going on the right targets. They started the fight with a duel on the Void, with the tankiest hero on Cyber Legacy.
Fresh Satanic on him as well, by the way.
Oh, man.
Yeah, good luck. Thankfully, this push was slowed down massively because the Storm actually went back to the base and bought the Tome to get him his 25 so that he can keep the waves pushed out. But now with this Catapult, they have been able to break the high ground. 14 seconds until the Troll Warlord is here, so Cyber Legacy probably just take the single barracks and get themselves away. And down it shall crumble. And off they go. Yeah, Kuman with the Enchanted Quiver on the Void. Wow, that was a unexpected item. Why not, I guess? A lot of damage. Definitely helped out in some regard as they are looking to set this trap here. Anybody gonna come forwards? Smile Knight has to be the target, right? Like, even if it's not like the most ideal target to go on, like gameplay-wise, this guy's clearly tilted out his mind. I mean, he just spammed a bunch of letters in all chat. You gotta kill him.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting to fall real far behind in his net worth, especially after that buyback that he did. I think one of the reasons that tilted him is that he didn't take the Aegis. Like, maybe he thought it didn't matter, and because the Storm didn't have buyback. But if he had Aegis, I feel they just couldn't do that play, right? And he has to stay in the front line as well for his allies. It's just really awkward. A lot of weird things have been happening for Empire in this game, even the fights that they actually won. And all of a sudden, Cyber Legacy 16k gold lead. This Void is about to be 6-slotted. I'm guessing he'll remove that Tandemitis for Scotty, which is really nice. I'm surprised he's not holding the Orb of Destruction.
This all coming down, but it actually gets Lotus Orbed up, so Smiling Knight once again with a misinitiation, and will have to back himself away. Not going to pay too high of a price for this mistake, though. But the rest of the team have actually managed to slip onto the high ground now. Look at these guys. They are on Pugna duty right now. They are trying to find this little boy. And now they jump in, screaming through the back. They have found magic on the backlines, but he's actually got a BKB. They're going to duel him up. Meanwhile, on the front line, Smiling Knight just getting on top of the Jakiro. Jakira's going to be the first casualty of this one, but meanwhile, the Chrono comes down lightless. He's not actually dying through this, though. He's surviving with the Bloodstone heal, and he backs himself away. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, they are able to kill off the Venge at the very least, but I mean, it's not a great trade. And there goes the big one. Smiling Knight, he gets taken down. No one left to save him. they leave him for dead. So even though the Chrono gets misused, even though the Pugna gets controlled up for the entire fight, it's still not enough to swing it in Cyber Legacy's favor, and Nellis Roshan is sitting ready and waiting.
Yeah, they did the best they can in that fight for sure. Even the Jakiro, he died right away. He got like Ice Path stolen, Ice Path it, Troll just killed him, and when the Chrono came out, Ice Path came out, Storm lived. But at the end of the day, this Troll is still 2 big items behind this basic Void.
And that is the fundamental problem. Void's
okay,
just
he's
so
actually
strong.
going for a butterfly first. He breaks up his halberd. Okay. No more halberd for the Void.
Yeah, I think after that fight, he was like, man, I need some damage, because inside that Chrono, he was actually kind of just tip-tapping away at the Storm Spirit, and Storm was like, yeah, I'm good, bro. I've got
I'm
a
so
Shivas,
confused.
so I'm pretty jacked.
Look at his career. He's got a talisman there and a Sange, and then he's got a talisman in his inventory too on the Void.
Whoops.
Whoopsies. I didn't mean that. But he doesn't care. Look at him. This is a Chad Void right here.
He is. He's
Highest
flexing on
net
these
worth
nerds.
by far.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Do you think the Roche was the right choice, or should they try to finish the game whilst the Troll was dead for a second time without
Nah,
buyback?
you, in these situations, you always secure the Roshan here. Like, it's too late into the game. There's too many factors that you have to account for by going high ground, and it's just much simpler to just get that Aegis out of the way, so your opponent also doesn't have the way to come back into the game, right? The worst thing that could happen is you go high ground, you like lose 1 or 2 heroes, and 1 or 2 heroes is actually enough for Empire to just walk into the Roshan pit and take it. Especially while your Chrono's on cooldown on the Void.
Yeah, true.
After
That's
that
a big
last fight.
factor. Although now the Void is he's hungry. He wants the double Chrono. He doesn't want to just have to pop the refresher and use the Chrono on one target, especially when there's a Venge sticking around. Oh, Magical actually went for the Shaco. That's interesting. I thought he'd gone for the Flicker, but I like that as well. I mean, the Flicker's nice because you can get rid of the Orchid, but I guess if he's got the Lincoln Sphere and the BKB, he doesn't really care about that anyway. Just the raw HP feels better. Now, onto the high ground. Storm once again trying to drop around the back here is Kuman, just with that Lotus Orb. Actually getting kind of low here, though. Gotta be a little bit careful as he's just kind of tanking every bit of damage they've got to throw at him. Now, from that Satanic as a duel comes in. That's not a symphony of spells you're looking for. They have got the Void controlled up, and they're going to take him down for the first time. Smite Knight popping the BKB kind of early in this one, maybe, though, as Blizzy just disrupting the backlines here. Kuman running forward, drops a Chrono out onto the draw, but they've got the swap, and now in comes Lightless looking for the backlines once again. A good fight so far from Empire, even though they do lose their Legion. Oh my god, down goes Slayer, down goes Blizzy. 2 of them get caught out. Magical on the run now, Lightless trying to chase him, but there's a second Chrono coming down, lands onto 3. Mastery looking for a target, but they can't actually get through the storm. The save comes in again from Ekanab. Heroic performance in the team fight right now. Now Smiling Knight trying to get on top of Kuman. Can he really do it though? Magical trying to suck away at Mr. Mastery, but he's going to run away from the back, and no, Smiling Knight jumps in and just dies. Doesn't have the support of his storm and ends up getting picked on the front line. He does have that buyback though, and I feel like he should use it. Now it comes out. Storm needs to back himself away. Mastery, he's trying to sneak away through the trees on the sidelines here and might just be able to do so. The scrappiest fight you will ever see here on the high ground. Somehow Empire do defend. Wow. I mean,
still use the troll buyback though.
Yeah.
It's really tough. I mean, you have to account for the Venge swap when you're Chrono, and this Rubik had Ice Path once again, so he kept on freezing this Void. The Void couldn't hit anything in the fights. He also doesn't have a BKB. He's got a Satanic, he got some status resist, but you're still going to be stunned up for like 3 seconds, even with the Satanic going, so. But now he actually traded in his Ice Path for a Time Walk. I think that's a pretty big mistake. And that's why they couldn't like keep on going with the engagement afterwards. Like that's all their disables, to be fair, on the side of Empire. Yeah. Is when they steal the Ice Path. He's got Spell Prism too. They gave the Spell Prism to the Rubik.
Wow. Yeah, and he's going for the eggs as well. So James really kind of like tripling down on the Rubik steals this game. They recognize how important it really is.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, these fights though, they are something else. There's just so much going on, you know. Even with the double Chrono, it's got to feel bad for Cyber Legacy. They had Aegis double Chrono, and they didn't break high ground. You know, yeah, they get a troll buyback, but it doesn't feel like enough at this stage in the game.
Well, imagine that happened to them when they didn't take Roshan, right? Then then Empire would be in the Roshan pit taking that Aegis right now, and the game would look a lot more even. But it's okay. I think they just have to prioritize this Rubik a bit more. Even when the second Chrono came out from the Faceless Void, he didn't go for the Rubik first. This Rubik is so fragile. I think the Void would kill him in like 7 hits or something. And it's very, very fast.
Oh, Chrono comes down, but they've already got the Yules out onto the Troll. Actually, that was from the enemy Yules, and now Swap comes in, and see you later. They do kill off the Venge without buybacks. That's their Chrono save gone, but at the same time, it's also Chrono gone, so, you know.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna wait it out and get the next Aegis on the side of Cyber Legacy, or at least the next Chrono needs to accomplish a lot more than just getting 1 bench kill. Oh, LC kill though.
Yeah,
That's
this is pretty nice. Mastery doing her classic of being in a weird place at a weird time. Well, it has the blink, goes to the TP, but unfortunately Bignum just sitting here. The Bignum is waiting, saying, hey, well, welcome to the high ground. Also, get without buyback, 110 seconds.
Troll. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Oh, TP away. Oh, gets
no
it.
Basher. No
Was
basher.
there no bash on the Pango? No, there wasn't. Okay. Cool.
That's his next item. He's queued it up. Queued it up.
After that, you're just like, God damn it. All right.
I think if he got bashed, or if there was a bash and got bashed, Smiling Knight is like tilted out of the whole series. Not just this game anymore. Whoa, James?
Oh, okay. Interesting plays from the Rubik. Lightless, meanwhile, he's just trying to kill off as many creeps as he can. That's run out of mana in the tier 4s, but he's alright. Human just whacking away at these barracks now. They've got a catapult, that's all they need. He's actually been decrepifying the catapult as the storm comes past, just to make sure that the storm's not like right-clicking it down as he goes through. He's not actually doing that though. And the catapult's still alive. They've still got creeps in the high ground, guys. They're not going to stop. Not that easily.
I mean, they just have to leave the space of Void up here, right? He's got 4,000 HP. What are they going to do?
Yeah, he's pretty beefy.
Aghanim's.
Oh yeah, the AoE bash is going to be a big factor in this game as well. And Kuman happy to sit on the front lines as Smiling Knight goes in for it, popping the BKB, trying to get the big fight going. Meanwhile, Storm on the back lines once again, even popping his own BKB, just trying to play around here, dropping as many remnants down as possible. And now the Chrono comes down, and that is a beautiful one, catching both the Venge and the Troll inside of it, and the Troll is eventually gonna die. There we go. 125 seconds, he is dead, and they will call it GG right here. This game is over. And man, I mean, mistakes, plays, everything you could ask for in a Dota game happening in this one. But in the end, it is Cyber Legacy